Back to the Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM.
"42 years ago today, Led Zeppelin 4, Zoso, was released.
40 years.
42.
42.
Yeah.
I was never into Zeppelin when it was like out. When it first came like out.
I can't believe that.
I was such a little faggot when it came to music back in the day. Like, my brother was pretty cool.
Right.
He would listen to some pretty progressive shit and rock and stuff. And I would have to secretly tune in like PLJ back then to, you know, listen to like faggy music and stuff.
To get your AC.
Yeah, just
adult
like
contemporary.
the hits. That's why it was good driving somewhere with mom in the car, because I knew like she'd put on the faggoty music and I'd be able to listen to, you know, little Elton John and Kiki D.
My sister was 6 years, is 6 years older than me. So what was coming from her room was like the Tony Orlando and Dawn, the I don't know, the Beatles, and like the AM station stuff.
Afternoon Delight.
Yeah, all that crap. For real. Yeah, no rock bands. For the most part. Although she went to a BTO show and got the drumstick once.
Oh, nice.
That was a big deal in our family for a long time. She would display the drumstick in her room.
My fucking...
Was it BTO? I'm going to have to ask my brothers now. I think it was. I think it was Bachman Turner Overdrive, and then they threw a stick into the audience. She had it. She had it forever. I guarantee she has it to this day.
Bob used to call it Bachman Turner Overdrive on BAB.
Yeah. So then my friends finally started introducing me to rock, and it was weird. Then it was... You're going to kill me for the first one. It was the Bay City Rollers. Not saying rock, but you could see the transition here. Then it was Kiss, like Jimmy. Then it was Black Sabbath. I was all in with Black Sabbath. Man. But then when I was introduced to Led Zeppelin for real,
that was it.
I blew off everything else for a long time. I was all in with Zeppelin.
The Who was my...
Yeah, the Who was a biggie.
My point where I veered off from the pussy music.
Right.
And went to rock,
But then my friend Rob DeStasia, which I mentioned him recently. We ended up throwing rocks at his mom because we thought she was a witch. But then I became friends with Rob DeStasia. Craig Bench was convinced that she was a witch, so we'd throw rocks at her while she would rake the leaves.
Well, you have to.
He turned me on to, like I said, Jethro Tull, which is weird because that seems like a band where you really need a little more taste. So it's kind of like Zeppelin and Jethro Tull at first.
Yeah.
And then Led Zeppelin 4 was everything to me, but then I realized there's way better fucking songs on other albums.
Yeah. I veered off into a southern rock thing, the Charlie Daniels, Outlaws, Molly Hatchet.
Charlie Daniels because of the one song that was on AM radio?
No, we had gone a little...
Devil Went Down to Georgia?
Much deeper than that. By the time Devil Went Down to Georgia came out, we had already been listening to Daniels for a while.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
I just knew that one fucking song for a really long time.
That, and of course, things like Blue Oyster Cult and and then I fell into that whole rock thing.
Right.
But before that, I was all about fucking
AM radio,
the Carpenters, and fucking.
Oh my God, I can't even look at it.
I'm not kidding. The Captain and Tennille. Oh yeah,
douche.
Yeah, total douche.
Yeah, I was kind of there too, to be honest with you, for the most part.
Yeah.
Because this is what was coming from my sister's room. All this shit.
Yeah. This was on the car radio.
And she was recovering
constantly.
from some issues she was having with my mom. Let's just put it that way. She had her sanctity, her room, with this playing, and like,
this going.
Why doesn't Mommy hit us?
You could hear how thin Karen Carpenter is.
Right.
A thin voice from her thin body.
It just begun.
This would be like,
Carpenter's always depressed the shit out of me. Obviously, a lot of talent there, but I didn't want to go that fucking dark.
Yeah.
I just feel darkness when I listen to their shit.
Now, the Captain and Tennille was a lot more fun.
Yeah, upbeat.
That was the more upbeat kind of music.
What was that big song that
What was the Captain and
Puppy,
Tennille?
Puppy Love.
No,
I mean
Muskrat
Love.
Yeah,
Puppy
that was
Love, I
terrible.
said. Muskrat Love.
How's
That
that
was
go?
terrible. That wasn't like their big hit. Love will keep us together.
Right.
Love will keep us together.
That was their rocker.
Think of me, babe, whenever
Here's Muskrat Love.
some sweet talking girl comes along.
I heard their house used to be rented out for pornos. Like after that.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, Captain and Tennille's house.
Did she take it in the shitter? Were times fucking bad?
No, I don't think it was that. I think it was just the house.
Guy with the captain hat on, the giant cock.
Yeah.
He has a little captain hat on the head of his dick.
Yeah, it's Tennille, not Tennille. Captain Tennille. It's a gay porno.
Muskrat Susie. What?
I
What are
don't
you
know.
trying to say?
This was awfulness.
How come you're not putting on Love Will Keep Us Together, you bag of shit?
okay. Yeah, this is like the big Captain and Tennille hit.
I think we should have Dennis Falcone come in to...
He would know. God, Jimmy's like, watch, why?
With his fucking little weird lizard head.
Hey, Dr. J's on MSNBC. We had him in
Damn.
here.
He's in here.
See, we're just like TV.
Hey, Bob Hope special. Captain and Tennille are going to be on a little program after Brooke Shields.
Nice.
Yeah, this was Captain and Tennille were on all the variety shows back then. A lot of variety shows back when these bands were popular. Mm-hmm. What happened to the variety show? People realized it sucked.
It's America's Got Talent. It's those,
Yeah, it's kind of...
they reinvented a little bit, I guess.
But the thing is, America's Got Talent stuff, those are amateurs. This was like, they would drag people
I was
together.
kidding!
Made no sense.
Some good music being played.
Oh, you like it?
You want to yank him out of here?
Written by Neil Sedaka. Good stuff.
Neil
Yeah.
Sedaka.
I was kidding.
Oh, he doesn't
on his
know.
way over here.
He got so excited.
You know, you can't fault him. He's Johnny on the spot.
He's always prepared.
When he hears...
What's up, Lizardhead?
What, Lizardhead?
E-Rock called me, said, get down there. They want to talk about 70s hit music.
Oh.
Do you know a little bit about 70s hit music?
I love it. That's my stuff.
So why are you on the 60s channel then?
That's
I
my
love it.
stuff.
You can't even
60s,
pick the
70s.
right shitty channel.
I could pick them all. Pick all the hits, baby.
Yeah, what
Yeah?
do you like about 70s hit music?
That's the stuff that I grew up with, you know. I graduated high school back in the mid-70s.
Whatever.
Who's this, Roberta Flack?
What's that? No, it's Captain Tennille. Do it to me that one more time.
All right, they had a bunch of hits.
Yeah, they did have a lot of hits, right?
Actually, this was on the cusp, 1980.
It was?
Yeah. Late hit for him.
Do that to me one more time. She's talking about fucking, right?
Daryl Dragon, you know, used to be a member of the Beach Boys traveling band. He was in the band.
Oh, yeah?
First time I heard that song, I was sitting in my 1973 Chevy Vega
Oh, wow.
And,
Braggart.
with the aluminum block engine. That
Yeah,
cracked.
not many of those around anymore.
Casey Kasem was playing this.
Why are you in
Casey
here?
was playing. E-Rock called me, said, I want to talk to you about
Isn't
70s
Casey
music.
on the brink of death right now?
Casey's on the 70s channel. We run his special
No, he's not on
every
the 70s
weekend.
channel.
But
He's on
that's
life
not him.
support.
We run his countdown. What do you mean it's not him? It's his countdowns. We run his
Yeah,
countdowns.
With his family in another room fighting over the money.
It's a different type of countdown that Casey's
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
right now.
At this point, he wishes he never, did the countdown.
Yeah, he Casey's in bad shape.
Really bad shape.
Hi.
It's over.
Is he
Johnny.
wrong?
Yeah, this song came out in 1979.
I thought that was
I
like...
said right on the cusp.
He said on the
He
cusp,
said
though.
80, though.
Maybe he said the cusp
Somebody
of
said 80.
But it
1980.
peaked in 1980. Released in 79.
Oh.
Peaked in
And then it
1980.
became a hit in 1980.
Yeah.
He's doing that thing where he doesn't admit he's wrong. The
I'm not. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm
Spectrum
saying
deal.
it came out in
But he
79.
can't be wrong. This is everything to him.
Well, you said
But
80.
It peaked in 1980.
If you're one of these kind of shitty DJs, you got to know the year the song came out.
all
Off the
you
top
got.
of your head. That's all you got.
What does Casey have? What does Casey Kasem have?
American Top 40 countdown.
No, that he's dying from.
He doesn't feel well.
He doesn't feel well. He's dying.
By the way, whose beats are those? They're just in studio?
Those are the studio.
Oh, those are so going home with
Oh,
me.
those are probably mine.
What are you talking about?
No, they belong
They're
here
for
in
the
studio.
guest.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm a
You already
guest.
took yours.
Yeah, I need another pair.
No.
Give me yours,
No.
please.
No.
Fuck.
What does it say?
Where's mine, by the way? Mine were right here yesterday.
Yeah.
Mars,
I
put
left-
them with a...
I left mine here, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me
I'm gonna
Anthony's.
need those.
He's
No,
like,
I want mine.
You're going to use yours?
I'm going to, yeah, for
It's
music.
a product by the black man.
I'll take it. It's okay. As a white person, I'll steal the black person's.
You know, it's a good pair of headphones. The Cos Pro 44As. You ever wear those? Those are the professional disc jockey headphones.
Boy, let's discuss that for a half hour.
Those are the professional
fuck.
ones. Yeah, I remember watching Cousin.
Don't you
Brucey
have a
wear
poster
those.
hit?
Yeah, Cousin Brucey.
And I don't mean music.
Those are the professional disc jockey.
Yeah, why don't you hit the post on your drive
Right.
home?
Yeah, like fucking Jackson Pollock. Single.
Put the boogie shoes on. KC and the Sunshine Band. Hit
I
music.
want to put on my boogie. This was on Saturday Night Live, the soundtrack.
Fever?
To Saturday Night Fever. Excuse me, Saturday Night Live.
All right.
Saturday Night Fever.
I guess we're stuck with you for a few minutes.
No, it's
so
okay.
why don't we try to make something out of it?
Hi, I'm Casey Kasem. Casey was doing they replay the American Top 40s from the 70s.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
That is kind of cool.
That I got to admit I like.
That's what I was talking
I
about.
get stuck
this
on that
day,
shit all of a sudden.
and it's
I
like-
need to know what number one is.
Yeah. For April, whatever, of 1976.
Good stuff.
And you're like, oh, I remember that.
He can't communicate anymore verbally.
Oh, no. What? That's his whole gig.
Wait, no, his mind is gone. He can't leave the
Oh,
house.
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why don't
poor
you let him leave the
Casey.
house?
Right? Just
Why
let him
not?
walk around.
He doesn't know the difference.
He has hallucinations.
Might as well make
Oh,
it
my
fun for
God.
everybody else.
I'm Casey Kasem, and there's a dragon in my room.
Hold on. Hey, turn down the music. I'm telling you, we're going to really pump up this this segment right here.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee it.
Okay.
Hi, who's this?
Yeah, this is a Bobo.
Oh, God. Oh, Jimmy, it's a double. You got double. Look, you got. Look at Jimmy. Oh, my God.
All right, you know what? Let's be open-minded. We're in the middle of a break
Okay.
on 70s music, which arguably we've done 1,100 times. But
All right, yeah. All right, Bubba, what do you got for the
What do
show?
you got?
You obviously called at a perfect time. Go ahead.
let's see what's up.
Well, I've been trying to sell that idea for that road trip. Me and Colin, me and him have been talking about it for quite a few weeks on Twitter. We've been trying to get. I've been even saying little hints about little stuff that could happen along that trip.
Who gives a shit?
Unfortunately, we've been trying to get that.
So what? Do you hear we're doing a break on 70s music? Or anything, and you just call in with this fucking nonsense? Our road trip. No one's talking about road trips. What are you doing?
Bobo, comment.
Oh, I'm tired. I woke up an hour and a half ago.
So what?
An hour and a half
Gives a
ago.
shit.
I woke up 3 hours ago.
Exactly.
Did you
I went
walk-
to bed 5 hours ago and woke up 3 hours ago. So what?
What does it matter?
Who cares?
Did you walk the dog?
Yes, of course, right? But I'm not going to mention that. Don't bother speaking up on me and what kind of dog he is.
Well, what kind of dog is
I
it?
remember, right? I said this many times already.
But there's new listeners.
Yeah, we don't remember.
Please just say that, all right? Right,
What's
yeah,
the dog's name, Bobo?
Doodle.
What?
What's the dog's name?
It's just a Maloonigan. You've asked him that so many times.
And what kind of dog is Mr. Maloonigan?
You've asked me. It's a Schnoodle.
You see, why is it you recognize the redundancy of those questions, but not of this idiotic phone call? Why do you recognize that? You've asked me 100 times, and yet you do the same thing 100 times.
Yes.
You call in, you have nothing to add to what we're talking about. Like, if you said, hey, my favorite 70s song is this, we would have went, all right, he's chipping in a little bit, what's that? And talking about something.
Yeah.
But you call in with something totally unrelated, and in your self-obsession, you expect the whole show just to stop and go, talk all about your tour.
Right.
What the fuck are you doing?
You've got mail.
It didn't go well.
What?
He hung up.
He did what he should have done. He hung up.
I think he said this didn't go well.
No, it didn't.
Is that what he said? This didn't go well.
Call in with something that pertains to what we're talking about.
All right, one to go. So
Just
back to
sits
you,
there.
Dennis.
I like cartoons. So what?
I want to talk about the road trip me and Colin are taking.
Nobody else does.
No.
So you're in here.
Leaf Garrett's birthday today.
Oh. The Justin Bieber of the
Talking about
70s.
yeah. I was made for
what?
dancing. He had that big top 10 hit.
Oh, was that a big hit?
It was a top 10 hit. Exactly peaked at number 10.
Number 10.
1979.
How about that?
Absolutely no one.
And he played Felix Unger's son on a few episodes of The Odd Couple.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Also, a lot of movies, too.
A lot of movies?
Too, yeah.
And now, not doing too well.
Got a little disco record here.
You like this?
Yeah.
A good little disco record.
Could probably mix it with Kiss, I Was Made for Loving You.
What is that picture?
Some weird listener took photos of Bobo walking his dogs, and his dogs are wearing costumes. I'm assuming it's on Halloween.
His dog is just like a dinosaur?
Yes.
Wow, that's weird.
And believe it or not, his dog, I don't know if you know the breed.
No.
Schnoodle.
It's a snoodle. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's our great big 70s wrap-up.
Yeah, you know.
That sucked.
What should we be doing on the radio on a Friday? Because I like to learn a little bit from you, Dennis.
Little traditional radio?
Yeah, what's the things to do on a Friday show?
Well, I always think a good thing is people, what's going on at the movies, kind of big releases this weekend, TV shows, maybe where some local talent might be performing in the area that you want to go out and see a show. If you're going to have the station van down at the event or something like that.
Station van.
I think we need an Opie and Anthony
Why
van
do you have to make it
traveling around.
hurt?
You know, I just always
I
think
had to
that's
do the
fun.
station van thing for a while.
The station van down at the
Station
event.
vans fucking blow. They blow.
What do you think of that, Denny?
No, I think they serve a good purpose.
They
especially
don't.
Promotional.
Lawrence Binnicker did better things with his van, and I know nobody knows who that is. He tortured girls. Him and another convict tortured their nipples with pliers. He's a terrible man.
Denny.
I'm just enjoying Jim's stories because he always.
But what about on the radio? Is the music a little more upbeat on the Fridays?
Oh yeah, everything's up tempo.
And you start talking about the weekend being a big fucking party.
Sure.
Right.
Go up to the weekend. Maybe get a jump on some of that holiday shopping before the because you know what? A lot of the stuff is happening right now online. Everybody getting ready for Cyber Monday, but there's a lot of good sales going on
Getting ready
now.
for Cyber Monday. It's in 3 weeks.
I'm actually going to try to shop early this year.
No, that
I don't
works.
want the stress of 3 days out and I hit the mall for the first time.
Look at that. Fucking Dennis just gave us a little break there.
Right.
You jumped right on his suggestion,
Well,
talking about
you gotta
holiday
make something
shopping.
out of this. You get a pile of shit, you at least try to sculpt it into something.
I'm not getting anything for anybody.
Do you get up early and go out on Friday morning?
Hold on, it's fucking Scrooge Grinch for saying something.
I'm not getting anything.
Grinch.
I'm not getting anything for anybody.
That's just mean.
But it just had no place. Can you replay that?
It really is just mean.
It just kind of it just blew in like a fucking a wind off a fucking.
That was really nasty. No reason. Bill Burr is right. It's just negativity.
You have that? Please, God.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Play it. Get a pile of shit, you at least try to sculpt it into something.
I'm not getting anything for anybody.
Do you get up early and go out on
It was just a thought that snuck out.
Yeah, it really did. Because I'm thinking, like, am I going to go shopping early? I mean, and then I just thought, I'm not getting anything.
You
for
don't like to
anybody.
go out shopping?
No.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
That fucking the mall at Christmas time.
Put on a nice bright red sweater and get out there with your little Santa cap and everything.
No. God.
No. It's always so much fun. I got up early last Thanksgiving night. Or was it Friday morning?
Yeah.
Got to the DJ store to buy some new DJ equipment. They had some great sales.
I guarantee there was no line.
No, there was a lot of guys, a lot of DJs.
A lot of DJs.
A lot of other lizard heads.
We were all sharing some war stories, if you will, about holiday parties and festivities.
Oh, what a joy.
Oh, it's just
Terrible.
Sounds wonderful.
It's almost comparable to the old jingle parties we used to have back in the day.
We're going to have to
Lemon parties you used to have.
Can we bring in more old air checks?
Yeah, let's see that.
I want to hear another old air check from Dennis Falcone.
We'll get some air checks for you.
All right?
Don't do that to
Put
Tim
that
Floyd.
together for the next visit.
To me, the holiday season, there's nothing worse in the holiday season than driving to the fucking mall, having to park so far away that you got to walk through the crunchy, icy parking lot. It's freezing fucking cold. To just get into the store, it's mayhem. Mayhem in the store. People all over the fucking place. You can't find anything. And if you do finally find something, you got to stand on a line with a fuckload of people that are trying to pay with drachma and fucking quatlubes because it takes them a year to fucking check out.
What are you in a rush for? It's Christmas.
Oh, because I just want to get out of there.
What do you got going on?
Anything but that. Anything but that. And then you're trudging back through the fucking parking lot in the freezing goddamn cold, trying to find your fucking car again. Enough.
I kind of like going to the malls.
Hate it.
Me too.
I do.
Hate it.
During the Christmas season.
Fuck that noise. People, too many people. Everywhere.
Now, you're not just contracted to this channel. If I wanted to use some of your thoughts on the holiday channel.
Very good.
Exactly.
Stories with Anthony.
Yes,
Bravo,
feel
Dennis.
free
Yeah, I think
for the festivities of Christmas.
We might have you as the imaging
Oh,
voice.
my.
Yeah.
Hold on. These.
Judgment that you would do that to
Is
a
it the part
child.
of putting it on the air that you take issue with the most, or is it the fact that you're
Jimmy
playing
Kimmel
pranks?
Halloween
I think
candy
as a parent,
prank.
You're a role model, so you're showing your children
They've run out
how
of
they
things to
should
do on
behave.
CNN.
So what do you want to show your kids? And I think it's a bit sadistic. You know, there is that sadism
They actually
there.
have a psychologist
of,
on
I'm gonna see my
CNN
kid
to
cry.
talk about the
Maybe
Jimmy
it's
Kimmel Halloween
a little
candy
bit.
prank.
Towards your child, the
Oh
most
my
important
God!
thing in your
Talk
life.
to any parent in the morning who's overwhelmed. It can happen. But I think
I think it's a bit twisted, but I would never
It is.
want a psychologist on our show to discuss it.
What's the thing where you do that? Like you put like a little bear trap in there.
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
sever their little fingers.
It's nothing worse or different than the old Alan Funt doing the Candid Kids. Remember?
Did he do Candid Kids?
Oh, Candid Kids. Now Fanny Flag puts lollipops in her pussy, and the children have to fish them out.
She never
as
said
Joanne
that.
Flug. Joanne Flug. What a sexy name.
I know.
Flug.
Yeah, that's right up there with Betsy Cancer Tits.
All right, Dennis. Thank you, bro.
Thank you again,
Dennis
really.
Falcone.
Terrific
Appreciate the
stuff.
spins. Have a
Dennis,
good one.
Thanks, Dennis.
what should we listen to? 60s on 6 for your...
Well, we got a lot of cheer. You guys Bowie fans? You got the Bowie pop-up channel?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
David Bowie fans?
Really?
They're asking where can they hear you?
I like a few.
I do
guess.
Sunday nights on the 60s.
I'm a Jim Bowie
60s at
fan.
6. Jim the knife.
Yes,
The Jim Bowie
exactly.
knife, right?
The knife. Very
I
good.
know those things.
Yeah, you're very historical.
Use
I'm
one,
like a Renaissance man. I know a bit more.
You certainly are.
right?
Himself, right?
That means faggot.
Of course, that's what I was getting at. Right in the fucking belly.
Right down the wrist.
Ah, there he goes.
All right.
That's
Take care,
waiting for
guys.
his outro music.
I was on, but now I'm gone.
Don't take those beats with you.
You don't like that, Sam?
He always says that.
I was on, but now I'm gone.
It's a saying.
That's a catchphrase.
It's like courage.
Nothing wrong with a catchphrase.
Sometimes there is.
It's like, what were some of the other sign-offs there? See you next time.
Yeah. Your mom's box.
Yeah.
Feet on the ground and keep reaching.
Keep reaching.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the rice-a-roni.
How about now here's what you're listening for, music, not me.
What was this time, your time, our time till next? Bill Jorgensen. What did he used to say? Bill Jorgensen.
Thanking you for your time this time until next time.
Right. Thanking you for your time this time until next time.
A tongue twister.
And Bill Butell used to have something, too, here in New York. I don't know.
Did he really?
I'm Bill
Yeah.
Tattletale.
It's fucking funny, Chippa.
I know.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
Remember Roger Grimsby? I'm
I
Roger
remember.
Grimsby.
Yes.
Here now the-
Hear now the news. I'm Roger Grimsby. That's before news people had to be attractive. Because they were some fucking gruff-looking bastards in the old days.
He was an old timer.
Oh, yeah.
Old school.
Roger Grimsby. Even his name. Terrible.
Those guys, like, I'm not saying he particularly, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
drank a lot in between newscasts.
Oh,
They were all about getting fucked up.
you go home, come back after a few shooters.
Right.
I love that one.
like-
Take it easy, sir.
A few shooters.
I'd like to sign off by calling this has been Craig Schinkle, that you've been listening to and enjoying. And you can tune back into my next program and hear some more of me.
Shut the fuck up.
Shinkle about it.
I'm shinkling
we're
about.
thinking about it.
I'm shinkling about things. All right.
You don't like Shinkle at it?
Hate it. Hate it.
Yeah, Craig's a very he's a very black and white reaction for Craig.
Oh yeah.
Sam loves him, but
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No one loves him.
Oh, aren't these the little when the fathers come home from active duty and they surprise their kids in wacky little ways? Doesn't that get you a little bit?
Oh, big time.
It's fucking.
Those are brutal.
They're like, oh, everybody's crying.
The one with the classroom with the kid. Well, there's a lot in the classroom, but the one that went viral with the kid.
Oh my!
Can you find that one?
And they dress up as like ball players.
Well, now they're getting creative, but it used to be they just showed up at their classroom.
Yeah.
There's a montage video of all that just fucking killed me. Brutal. One after another.
They're like,
but there's
all sad. Oh, hate feelings.
Let me see it, Sam. I'll smash your face. Make it bigger. Make it bigger.
Soldier walks into the classroom.
Oh boy. Oh. Oh, there she goes. Now she's crying. Someone's trying to clap. It's like
fake, so fake.
This is fake, dude.
That one's good, but the one with the kid,
so fake.
Someone out there's got the link.
Yeah,
it was the one that they played it on ABC News.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was a biggie. It was in the early days of these videos before they became really popular.
That one's only got 219,000.
Which one is it?
Guess they didn't like it. It's not tender and sweet enough. Oh.
Elementary time, Air Force Tech.
Is this it?
You want to give him a hug?
Hey. How are you?
Good.
Is this a good surprise?
That's not the one.
This kid doesn't give a shit.
Surprise.
Yeah, that's
like,
not the one either.
good.
Kid's like, who are you?
Why are we talking about this? How did this pop up?
You're not black like mommy's friend.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
I'll see.
You don't hit rock bottom like mommy's friend. Oh, Daddy, why does mommy's friend the gardener, why does she call him the spine buster?
Oh, shit. Hold on, Tim in Ohio. Tim, what's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's
Hi,
up?
Tim. Welcome aboard.
Hey, you guys talking about the homecomings for the military?
Yeah.
No.
Tosh.0 did a great montage, made it like a scary movie version.
Oh, really?
Why do we want to see that?
It's
like a bit, a fucking remix
Maybe we
bit
should explain
thing.
what these guys want to talk about on the phones. That would help me a little bit.
God.
All right, well.
Yeah, right. Whatevs.
fuck yeah.
I just like ending a segment by saying whatevs.
Best way to end it.
Yeah.
That I got like one fucking tear in my left eye. What the
happened?
fuck is that?
What happened?
What is that tear shit all about?
right?
From what though?
That dumb fucking soldier thing.
Well, where's the one you were talking about? Now
I don't even know. If we find it, I mean, it's the best one I've ever seen.
How about, was it a little boy or a little girl?
Little boy, I think he had blonde hair.
Little boy, father surprise military.
It was on World News Tonight or NBC, whatever. One of the fucking.
Put that, Sam. What are you doing? What are you writing? Sam's just putting.
No,
kid,
he's looking. I
Kid fucking.
I don't see it.
Did you put in news?
It's all right. We don't have to worry about it that much, I guess. What about that one right there? It says NBC, WMGT.
What?
No, that's a newer one.
Yeah, there's plenty of them.
No, I don't think it was the little brother though. Fuck.
And little brother.
Damn it. Go to the next page. See, there's a lot of them. That's the problem. This was one of the earlier ones, man. This goes back a while.
It's like that shock. And they look, and then they just start crying.
Shit.
Kids surprised at seeing. How about kids surprised at seeing Army/Navy/Marine Corps dad returning home from tour of duty?
Right.
As featured on the news. Put that in quotes.
I don't think we're gonna find it.
No.
No one down there has an ant. It was a really famous one.
Like to see fucking Colonel Kurtz's homecoming. Fucking sell the kids, sell the house.
No, that was the other guy. That was the guy that defected to Colonel Kurtz.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Colonel
right?
Kurtz wrote a small letter. I'll trust you to tell. This stink of lies. I hate the whatever he wrote.
Kurt's homecoming.
It's funny. He throws the teacher's head in the kid's lap.
Bring a little souvenir chef's head.
Yes, I was controlling a small army up the Nung River. Daddy, who are you? Are you a soldier?
He hugs his own child with little cut-off baby arms.
Yeah, pile of inoculated arms. And I thought, the genius. Like a diamond bullet. He gives his kid a diamond bullet in the head. Whatever that means.
Maybe we'll find it after the break.
Yeah, whatever.
They're the best place to find these things. I don't even know if they exist there. But someone said under the tour section of JimNorton.com, all these touching videos.
Right.
I have tickets going on sale in 2 hours for New Year's Eve in San Diego, and I'm going to Anderson Silva fight, so I'm doing Vegas the night before.
That's very cool.
And the
Look
night
at
after.
you.
Yeah,
Travis?
Look at you.
Yeah.
You got?
Oh.
Was it the? Was
I know I'm not giving a lot, but
well, no, I mean
it was one that really
100 of them.
I know.
touching.
There's a ton of them now.
Was it the black father?
No.
No.
Oh, look, no.
No, because I believe the kid had blonde hair.
Was it the Disneyland one?
Was it Sandusky?
It was a classroom one.
We're in a rough house in the shower.
Yeah.
For a couple hours.
So find how do you do in the shower.
It's funny, yeah. Scott Peterson. His homecoming, he's got a brick and a string and a fucking boat.
Casey Anthony.
Yeah, homecoming. Oh, look, mommy has a fucking cloth that smells funny and some duct tape.
No.
All right, hold on.
I like the dog ones. Those are cool.
What?
Yeah.
Those are crazy.
You know,
How
like
about a real
the dogs
person?
just like running around, super excited.
Oh, you fell for
I just got fucked by my own gag.
You fell for it, didn't
This
you?
guy, what is it? Marvel is me or something like that. Marvelous is me. I don't know. He wrote Opie. I found it. This truly is amazing, and of course, it's my
the
dopey,
basketball
stupid,
shot.
blind basketball full court
Yes.
shot. That
I fell for it the other day. Somebody put up a link, and I was like, "Oh, check it out!" And then I click on it. It's the stupid fucking basketball clip.
that thing has no business having over 100,000 views.
None business.
I know. I'm not dumb. Should have done maybe 10,000.
It's the goof.
Very good news.
Oh, what?
Extremely good news.
Ooh.
It's barbecue day.
What?
Listeners, lucky you.
That's why I'm bringing it up, Jimmy.
Oh, those guys, what a
Very good news for the listeners. It's barbecue day on the Opie and Anthony show for Roland's birthday.
Oh.
Very good news.
So we're having some barbecue.
Yes.
Oh, yeah? Is it reasonable?
When is the barbecue getting here?
9:30.
9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Gotta
think
get
Roland-
some barbecue.
I think Roland got himself a cake too.
Oh, good.
Roland had to get his own stuff.
Well, Roland.
He insisted.
Barbecue.
Oh, he insisted.
Yeah.
Well,
He
he
was
doesn't want shit. He doesn't want crap. He's
Yeah.
a foodie.
If it was
was
up to me and
complaining-
Sam, we'd get Dunkin' Donuts.
He was complaining about the palates of the other people on the show.
What?
The
What's wrong with the palates of the other people on the show?
They're not as sophisticated as his.
Yeah.
And well learned.
Roland likes to eat a bunch of fancy stuff.
Like from a fancy chef.
Yeah, big. Hey, I'm gonna do a prank call. Hey there, this is Master Chef. Whip 'em up a wackadoo.
Whip him up a wackadoo.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you a bunch of eggs out of bowling balls there, turkey.
Nah, how do you do that? That's impossible.
Now you drop the bowling ball on there and it cooks all up.
This is the dumbest call ever.
This is Chef. Whip 'em up a wackadoo.
Ugh.
Now, we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio. And here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's start again. From coming out of the record. Play the record, okay? Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions. And then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. This is the last goddamn time I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is, that's up-tempo, and I gotta talk about a fucking dog dying.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM. All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, at Opie Radio, at Anthony Cumia, and at Jim Norton.
Music, and I'd be able to listen to, little Elton John and Kiki D.
My sister was 6 years, is 6 years older than me. So what was coming from her room was like the Tony Orlando and Dawn, the the Beatles, and like the AM station stuff.
Afternoon Delight.
Yeah, all that crap.
Yeah,
for real. Yeah, no rock bands. For the most part. Although she went to a BTO show and got the drumstick once.
Oh, nice.
That was a big deal in our family for a long time. She would display the drumstick in her room. Was it BTO? I'm going to have to ask my brothers now. I think it was. I think it was Bachman Turner Overdrive, and then they threw a stick into the audience. She had it. She had it forever. I guarantee she has it to this day.
Bob used to call it Bachman Turner Overdrive on BAB.
Yeah. So then my friends finally started introducing me to rock, and it was weird. Then it was... You're going to kill me for the first one. It was the Bay City Rollers. Not saying rock, but you could see the transition here. Then it was Kiss, like Jimmy. Then it was Black Sabbath. I was all in with Black Sabbath. Man. But then when I was introduced...
Back to the Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM.
42 years ago today, Led Zeppelin 4, Zoso, was released.
40 years.
42.
42.
Yeah.
I was never into Zeppelin when it was out. When it first came out.
I can't believe that.
I was such a little faggot when it came to music back in the day. Like, my brother was pretty cool.
Right.
He would listen to some pretty progressive shit and rock and stuff. And I would have to secretly tune in like PLJ back then to, listen to like faggy music and stuff.
To get your AC.
Yeah, just
adult
like
contemporary.
The hits. That's why it was good driving somewhere with Mom in the car, because I knew like she'd put on the faggoty fun.
Yeah, upbeat.
That was the more upbeat kind of music.
What was that big song that?
What was the Captain and Tennille?
Puppy Love.
No,
I mean
Muskrat
Love.
Yeah,
Puppy Love.
Terrible.
I said Muskrat Love.
That was terrible. That wasn't like their big hit. Love Will Keep Us Together. Love. Love will keep us together.
That was their rocker.
Think of me, babe, whenever.
Here's Muskrat Love.
Some sweet talking girl comes along.
I heard their house used to be rented out for pornos, like after that.
Wow, really?
Yeah, Captain and Tennille's house.
Did you take it in the shitter? Were times fucking bad?
No, I don't think it was that. I think it was just the house.
Guy with the captain hat on and a giant cock.
Yeah.
He has a little captain hat on the head of his dick.
Yeah, it's Tennille, not Tennille. Captain Tennille. It's a gay porno.
Muskrat Susie. What?
I don't know.
Trying to say?
This was awfulness.
How come you're not putting on Love Will Keep Us Together, you bag of shit?
Okay. Yeah, this is like the big Captain and Tennille.
Introduced to Led Zeppelin for real.
That was it.
I blew off everything else for a long time. I was all in with Zeppelin.
The Who was my...
Yeah, the Who was a biggie.
My point where I veered off from the pussy music.
Right.
And went to rock, yeah.
But then my friend Rob DeStasia, which I mentioned him recently, We ended up throwing rocks at his mom because we thought she was a witch, but then I became friends with Rob DeStassi. Craig Bench was convinced that she was a witch, so we'd throw rocks at her while she would rake the leaves.
Well, you have to.
He turned me on to, like I said, Jethro Tull, which is weird because that seems like a band where you really need a little more taste. So it's kind of like Zeppelin and Jethro Tull at first.
Yeah.
And then Led Zeppelin 4 was everything to me, but then I realized there's way better fucking songs on other albums.
Yeah. I veered off into a southern rock thing, the Charlie Daniels, Outlaws, Molly Hatchet.
Charlie Daniels because of the one song that was on AM radio?
No, we had gone much deeper than that. By the time Devil Went Down to Georgia came out, we had already been listening to Daniels for a while.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
I just knew that one fucking song for a really long time.
And of course, things like Blue Oyster Cult and... and then I fell into that whole rock thing.
Right.
But before that, I was all all about
AM radio,
the Carpenters, and fucking.
Oh my God, I can't even look at
I'm not kidding. The Captain and Tennille. Oh yeah,
douche.
Yeah, total douche.
Yeah, I was kind of there too, to be honest with you, for the most part.
Yeah.
Because this is what was coming from my sister's room. All this shit.
Yeah. This was on the car radio.
And she was recovering
constantly.
from some issues she was having with my mom. Let's just put it that way. She had her sanctity, her room, with this playing. I'm like,
this going.
Why doesn't Mommy hit us?
You could hear how thin Karen Carpenter is.
Right.
A thin voice from her thin body.
It just begun.
This would be like,
Carpenter's always depressed the shit out of me. Obviously, a lot of talent there, but I didn't want to go that fucking dark.
Yeah.
I just feel darkness when I listen to their shit.
Now, the Captain and Tennille was a lot more